Dramatically. So since 2002, the world of web analytics has changed from, in the beginning, it was a brand new data stream. We never had data like this to play with before. We had transactional information, we had attributes, we had name, address, phone number. We did a little bit of demographics, we had some psychographics, but we never had behavior. So this was a brand new world. Since then, we realized, well, we're also working on email analytics and search data and all the customer relationship management sort of things that you would collect about somebody. And all the marketing that's done, whether it's television, radio, direct mail, in the newspaper, turns out has an impact on the website. So we can track web traffic that's generated by whatever marketing program or promotion that's gone out there. Then along comes social media. So here's not just behavior, but opinion and attitude. So we've gone from, hey, it's just us guys in the corner, to now we're a team that is responsible for analysis of marketing results. And now we're being included in conversations about customer experience, customer satisfaction, so we're doing survey data. So we're sort of the analysts who are helping translate the data to the decision makers. Our job is to protect the decision makers from the data and just deliver insights if we can only make the space in our jobs to get that done. The first IT spend is development stuff. Outsourcing, you would not have your own printing press unless you are a huge company, and then it makes sense. You don't have your own television studio unless you're a huge company. Microsoft has the largest television studio in the northwest of all of the United States. So yes, there's a point at which scale matters. But the technology is spent on production. So I'm going to build websites, I'm going to build web videos, I'm going to build content, and then the measuring of all of that. So we're the reason the IT spend is happening, because everybody says, well, we could measure more, we could measure more. And you're measuring mobile as well, aren't you? Yes, of course we are. Three problems with this. One is there's just not people who have experience at this because it's new. We have been doing web analytics for about 15 years. We are just in the last 2 years, there are now university degrees in analytics of marketing and we've had business analytics and finance analytics, but marketing analytics is brand new. So we don't have experience. Number two, the people who have experience are in high demand and they are fully employed, and there are more positions going begging because there aren't enough of those people. The other big problem is the ideal analyst understands the raw material, the technology, the data. So where did the data come from? How do we analyze it? Sort of the data science part of it. They are good analysts, which is, now that I know what the data looks like, how do I use it to create, and how do I solve business problems with it? That means they have to understand the business problems that need to be solved, and they have to be excellent communicators. Okay, that's a purple unicorn. You just can't, what you need is a team of people. Well, we just said there was a shortage, and now we need teams. So it's a real double whammy. It's sort of, the analogy I like to use is that we are using data to create art. But rather than an artist who is working with a set of paints to paint a picture, we are a movie production company that are using actors and lighters and cameramen and story people and working as a team to create a film, a story that will incite business people to make a decision. Well, that's a big team. And it's expensive equipment, and it's complex. So, long way to say we're still short on people. Yeah, it's case by case and it's cultural. The real issue here though is that a good person can create excellent insights with a little amount of data or a small amount of technology. And even the very best technology is useless without good people. So the limitation is not how capable is the technology, it's how capable is the organization to take advantage of the technology. And that's a people issue coupled with a cultural issue. Yeah, so a little of each. The positive was, yes, we've been dealing with lots of data all along. Thank you for recognizing us. Big data came from, so the technical reason for big data came from Google and Yahoo and Facebook saying, we've got just too much, what do we do? So we have an ocean of disk drives. Great, we can distribute the data, but now we got to suck it all up into this analytics machine, and now it's the problem. Okay, let's get cheap processors and distribute the processors. So we can take all that social media conversation, spread it out across these disks, pre-processes it in parallel, and bring it back to the analytics engine, all nice and tidy, and start slicing and dicing and making decisions. So big data is a specific technology that came along to resolve that problem. It was called map reduce, map it out to all these drives and processors, reduce it back to the analytics system. And so that was very good for us because we want more data, and the more we have, the more kinds of insights we can come up with. Fabulous. And then the hype started. And everybody said they were big data, and everybody says that what is big data? It is everything, and we're all tired of hearing it. When in fact, this little technical solution for this problem works great, has lots of promise. We're still at the very beginning of it. It is still mostly aspirational, but the logic involved is overwhelmingly clear. That the more you know about me as an individual and the cohort that I live in, the more you can tailor your offer, that I am statistically more likely to buy things from you. We know this. So the hype has hurt us. Absolutely. Data used to be what I had in order to do my financial reporting. And then it was shop floor control process management to help the machines run faster. Well, now it's being applied to customers and marketing and sales, and the people in finance are waking up saying, oh, we can actually control this. We can get a handle on where we should spend our money. The old joke is the CEO goes to the CMO and says, well, I'm thinking of adding 10% to your budget next year. And the CMO says, that's great. Good, well, what are you going to do with it? Wow, there's so many things. I think if we spread it evenly across everything we're doing, that will help raise all boats. And the CEO says, okay, well in that case, I'm going to cut your budget by 10% next year, and you can decrease everything by 10%. Whoa, wait, you can't cut this, and you can probably cut this, but we really need this. Oh, okay, so you do have differentiation in how you spend your money. Well, now we've got proof. Now we've got data. So yes, definitely the light bulb has gone on. It's just in the press and at conferences, the words big data cause people to cry anymore, and it shouldn't. I'm over the hype about how hyped big data is. Well, the first response is who's looking over my shoulder, and that's creepy. I don't like that. But when I go to Amazon and it says, "Hi Jim, welcome back," it's like, oh, well, that's nice. And when I want to buy something and there's a one-click purchase button, that's convenient. But why is that button there? Because they know who I am, they know where I live, they know how I like things shipped, they know what credit card I'm using. It's already in their database, to which I say, thank you. It's a service. When somebody says, well, Google is reading your email in order to send you better advertising. That's creepy. I'm not getting value from that. So my premise is that companies have to be very transparent. What are they collecting, and how does it benefit the customer? Amazon in 1995 asked me for my email address. I don't know, spam, okay. What do I get for it? Well, a newsletter. You get spam. But if you tell us what types of books you like to read, and who your favorite author is, then we will let you know when that author has a new book that's coming out. We'll let you pre-order it because you know you're going to buy it anyway, and we'll let you pre-order it at a discount with free shipping. It's like, whoa, that's a service. This is not marketing. That's thank you. Okay, that's terrific. Also in 1995, the Bank of America came to me through an email saying, we want you to sign up for our newsletter. We want your email address. Well, yeah. We want to know your household income. We want to know your level of education. We want to know how many people are living in your home. How many cars do you own? What's the size of the mortgage on your house? What are your retirement plans? What does your portfolio distribution look like? And what is your estimated net worth? And in exchange, we'll give you spam. It's like, guys, that's not a fair value proposition. So why are you collecting this for me? Not, I know why you're collecting it for you. I don't care about you. What's the benefit to me as a consumer? And that is the responsibility of the marketer these days. Not just convince you to buy my product, but to share information in exchange for some value. It could be something as simple as a discount or free shipping, but it could also be something as important as letting me know when my favorite author has a new book coming out.